Hi, how are you today? Good. Well, today I'm going to read several little nursery rhymes. This is a child's treasury of nursery rhymes. Nursery rhymes are little poems. This was a picture from The Man in the Moon. There are lots of little poems in this one, so we'll read them. Okay. Let's see, each little poem has a picture. So let's read this first one. This is a moon song. Who hung his hat on the moon? The owl in his bubble balloon. One bright summer night, he sailed out of sight, and hooting like crazy, hung in delight his three-cornered hat on the moon. Next is, there was an old woman. There was an old woman who lived in a shoe. She had so many children, she didn't know what to do. She gave them some broth without any bread. She tucked them in sweetly and sent them to bed. Under the willow. Put down your pillow under the willow. Hang up your hat in the sun and lie down to snooze as long as you choose, for the plowing and sowing are done. Pick up your pillow from under the willow and clamber out into the sun. Get a fork and a rake, for goodness sakes, for the harvest time has begun. Peas porridge. Peas porridge hot. Peas porridge cold. Peas porridge in the pot 9 days old. Some like it hot, some like it cold. Some like it in the pot 9 days old. The little bird. Once I saw a little bird come hop, hop, hop. So I cried, "Little bird, will you stop, stop, stop?" And was going to the window to say how do you do, but he shook his little tail, and far away he flew. My maid Mary. My maid Mary, she minds the dairy, while I go a-hoeing and mowing each morn. Gaily run the reel and the little spinning wheel, while I am singing and mowing my corn. The man in the moon looked out of the moon, looked out of the moon and said, "'Tis time for all the children on the earth to think about getting to bed." Okay, the end. Okay, let's talk about maybe some of the words that we understand here. Let's see, a moon song. This one talks about a three-cornered hat. Sometimes this is called a tricorn. Okay. Let's look at some of the rhyming words. Moon and balloon. Night, sight, and delight. And then there's moon again. So rhyming words are words that sound the same. Okay. Let's see. This one, Under the Willow, this is talking about planting, and then they're talking about taking a nap and relaxing because the plowing and sowing are done. Plowing and sowing are the first part of when you plant a garden or plant a field. You dig it up, that's called the plowing, and then the sowing is when you put the seeds out. So that part's done. Then you take a little bit, you wait, and then it gives the time seeds to grow. And then that, when it's done growing, that's when you harvest it. So this is about the break between when you plant your seeds and then when you harvest your seeds. Okay. It's peas porridge. Do you know what peas porridge is? Peas porridge, they used to have a pot that they would keep on the stove, and they would cook beans or legumes or oats or other things, and they would just sit it on the stove and let it sit there all day. So sometimes when they first cooked it, it would be hot, but then they'd sit there and it would get cold, and they'd still eat the peas porridge. And then sometimes it would just sit there for several days, and then it would kind of get hard like a bread, and they would eat that too. So that's why this is say some like it hot, some like it cold, some like it in the pot 9 days old. Peas porridge. You can have porridge sometimes if you eat oatmeal. Oatmeal is sometimes called porridge. This one here, My Maid Mary. This is a dairy. The dairy is where they milk the cows. Dairy is when you have cows that you get the milk, then you also can make butter. So this looks like a bucket. She might put her milk in there, or maybe she'll put like some butter. You also make cheese. So those are things that you make in the dairy. This hoeing is when you are in the garden and you're using like a hoe or rake kind of thing to pull up the weeds. Mowing is when you're cutting the grass, of course. And then the spinning wheels, when you spin and make wool into yarn. So these are all different kinds of jobs that you do on a farm. All right. Well, I hope you like that, and I hope that you are having a great day, and we'll see you again soon.